EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Wow, a gamble here right off the bat, an onside kick to begin the game. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And getting this just shy of midfield, to spot it at the 49. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Breeze to throw again. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara taking it in. And the Saints have taken the early lead.
Will Lutz lining up for the point out.
That's a solid opening drive, and nothing fancy there at the end. Just pounded in.
That felt like old school football, didn't it? All right, down at the goal line. And not only were they able to punch it in, as you just emphasized, they did it against a goal line defense that's stacked to stop the run. So if you're on that offensive side of the ball, you feel great about yourself right now. You're actually able to dominate a group that expected you to run the ball and still punched it in.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here's Lewis. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
Their own 26-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Now on 2nd and 16. Rodgers eluding, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tonyan complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And we do talk a lot about how the tight end position has changed in the NFL. Here's a great example. It used to be that they were linemen who occasionally caught passes. Now they're wide receivers who occasionally block people. And right here, this isn't tight end speed. It's definitely wide receiver speed.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And some space here. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 56 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. You think about the great running backs in the game today. I don't know if Aaron Jones is a name that comes immediately to mind, but it should, evidenced by that run there.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
On first down, Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Breeze. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. These two teams all tied after one. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on second and 10. Again, it's Breeze. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, 39 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Saints 14, Packers 7. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, first and 15. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Aaron Jones.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On second down, it's Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Breeze. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the Packers' 9-yard line.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitz. During a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
3-yard line.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Drew Brees to Michael Thomas. And the Saints add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. For the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We saw this franchise do this back in the 2009 Super Bowl. The Saints will start the second half with an onside kick. The Saints recovered it. New Orleans football. EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from the Superdome. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Oh, he's going to take a shot, and that's caught inside the 35. And he will finally be taken out of bounds.
And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. The first carry now, this is Alvin Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
To throw is Breeze. Looking for Thomas, he's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted, was it an audible, or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And this will make it into the end zone.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And right away, he'll look to throw.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Rodgers going to throw. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
First down.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Marcus Davenport there to take him down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
4th down.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdes-Scantling. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry now for A.J. Dillon. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tonyan, 33 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Boy, tie game, first quarter, but still they're going to go with the onside kick. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 51 yards, and the Saints have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation. Now this will make it into the end zone. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Demario Davis there on the stop.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First down, Packers.
Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
And a Packer first down.
Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Green Bay.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Rodgers throwing quickly out to Adams. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. Now Rodgers. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, and he's got his man in stride, complete. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. So on now for the Packers is their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And the 13-year man puts it through. So a late three there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
Short. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Packers pick it up.
Recovered by the kicking team.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter.
Tavon Austin on the return. The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Robert Tonyan, 78 yards. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Throwing is Rodgers. And he will find the end zone here. And the lead moves up to 7. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. And sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
This has been all that we'd hoped for. Two of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a one-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 43 yards. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
Extra point try now for Crosby. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
28. Saints 14. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
32-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Green Bay.
Jones. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Let's go! Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2 at the Saints' 4-yard line.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
32-yard line.
Let's go, come on!
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet.
And Breeze is intercepted for the 3rd time.
Adrian Amos with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's Dillon. Gave a glimpse of his power, but not a whole lot of space. Down at the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Packers 35, Saints 14.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Rodgers caught on the right side by Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st down.
Now it's Rodgers. That's complete right around the 8.
And the Packers are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a first and goal. Now Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Packers 42, Saints 14.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. It's a rivalry that dates back to 1921. The Packers and Bears are underway from Chicago.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Rashawn Gary gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Now it's Trubisky. He can run for it, and he will. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Trubisky will throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Darnell Mooney there to make the grab. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
makes the score Bears 7, Packers nothing. Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This will make it into the end zone.
Javon Austin on the return. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Get this up to the 34-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Rodgers on 3rd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll try and throw for it here. And that's complete to Lewis. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 1st down, Jones. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. The business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. To throw is Rodgers. That's complete right around the 8.
And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
Mason Crosby, the kickoff for Green Bay.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain of 32 that time.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Being chased out left. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Darnell Mooney in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears have taken the lead. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Bears 14, Packers 7. Santos set to kick off.
Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. Trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
And down he'll go at the 25. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Caught on the right side by Adams.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Jones. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
This is caught at the 20. Give him 32 on the play.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing now is Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones. He scored on the ground and through the air. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Now Crosby for the point after. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Packers 17, Bears 14. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
At the 47-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On first down, Trubisky escaping the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. But it'll be second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's going to be caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Bears have once again taken the lead.
Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that throw, pretty impressive, and even 61 yards through the air.
Carlos Santos set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This will make it into the end zone.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Rodgers now to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 2nd and 9. Rodgers flushed out right. Looking downfield for jump. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 44 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
On first down, Rodgers. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The inside linebacker, Danny Trevathan, gets the sack.
Second down.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. To throw is Rodgers. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Mason Crosby, the kickoff for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Darnell Mooney, the target there.
And that'll bring up 2nd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
He's back to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Fourth down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And he's got Miller. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Chicago Bears. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Second and 10.
Here's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Brings up third down and 10.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Intended for Jimmy Graham. Incomplete. Sets up fourth down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. One last shot for Trubisky. They still can't get it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. For him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. They will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, 52 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead.
So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
They'll run on 1st down, Edmonds, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 26. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
Steelers.
First down, Edmonds pushing his way through, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. 26 yards, and the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Chris Boswell.
A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this carries into the end zone.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
The ball carrier.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now the second down throw on target. And down he'll go at the 25.
Complete to Marquez.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got his man, Valdes-Scantling. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Hauling it in from Rodgers. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
At the 44-yard line.
This is Jones. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On first down, it's Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
throwing is Rodgers.
26-yard line.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Hey, get in there,
and brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say, those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And he's got it. It's caught for the Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan there to make the grab. And the Packers have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Going for the deep ball. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
On third down, here's Jones. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on fourth down with Rodgers. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Now it's Rodgers. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the Steelers' 47-yard line.
Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
Short kick. One of the up men will take it now. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The second half starts with a carry by Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. And all the way up to the 37-yard line.
Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Jones. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
At the Steelers' 40-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards there, a first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Second and 6.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
At the 15-yard line.
Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a...
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
After the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That puts him in excellent position. 1st and goal after a gain of 19. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is now 24.
Mason kickoff for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down, Pittsburgh.
They run with Edmonds. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
No gain on the play. And it brings up third down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Packer pressure, and down he goes. It's Preston Smith. He gets the sack there.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And the pressure gets to him again. Rashawn Gary. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Now, you know I don't often have sympathy for quarterbacks, but in this situation, I don't know what else he could do. 4th down, so he can't just throw the ball away. He's got to find a way to try and make a play, but the pressure ended up getting to him.
Pressure got to him. Really big sack and a turnover here on downs. To throw is Rodgers. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Sean Davis that time on the tackle.
2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Rodgers now on first down. This will be caught at about the 5.
And the Packers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Bud Dupree able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
To try again after the sack. Rodgers, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly as that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive team.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
There's a Darius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On 2nd down, Samuels. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He could see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
On the carry, it's Samuels.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And 5 at the Packers' 13-yard line.
Now Edmonds. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. Trying to improvise. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Flush to his right. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Let's go.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
One last shot for Roethlisberger. This is caught. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
And now Big Ben will lead the Steelers up to go for 2. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16.
22.
Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful 2-point conversion.
Some sort of a building block.
Yeah, something.
The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. A dangerous return man showing it here.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Murray escaping the pressure right. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Preston Smith there on the stop.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Is that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Back deep is Tavon Austin. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
And Rodgers is going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Murray to give. This is Drake. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 44, Murray. And it's incomplete.
Murray's pass thrown away and incomplete. It's third down and 7 yards to go.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Shotgun now for Murray. Just keeping the play alive. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing again, Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Max Williams there to make the grab. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And this is good as they extend it out now to a 9-0 lead.
Cardinals 9, Packers 0.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll be in search of their initial points in the contest, trailing 9-0 as they begin with a first down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That's good for a Green Bay Packer. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run it with Jones. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Give him 8 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep, and this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
4-yard line.
Rodgers going to throw. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And he held on to it too long. A coverage sack. Down he goes. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And they are on the board. It's now 9-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the 2nd half.
Mason Crosby, the kickoff for Green Bay.
made field goal. Now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. Daniels on the return.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's...
This is intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. Very short kick taken right at the 20.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tanyan complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now for Rodgers. And a quick throw here that's complete. Going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals 16. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
At the 16-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he stopped immediately there.
Aaron Jones the ball.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throwing on 2nd down. Rodgers. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
Operating from the gun. Rodgers. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. From the gun, Rodgers into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And a great return as he takes this up just shy of the 45. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. On 2nd down now, it's Drake. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake, 56 yards. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now, that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And how about the situation that we're in right now? Because this is the 4th quarter. So you know there's some tired legs out there on defense and probably some tired minds as well trying to chase guys around for 4 quarters. But this is where conditioning, athleticism, that separates the good backs from the great backs. And that was an A+ effort right there.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, you know, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
He'll let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 32 that time.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Chandler Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. He's got this tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Rodgers. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. And Jones is not going to have the 1st down as they stop him short. So a field goal gets you back within a score, but they're going to go for the bigger chunk here. Kicking team on the sidelines, offense on for 4th down. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And Crosby puts it through, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully. Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay. After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Josh Jackson, the former Iowa Hawkeye, made the play defensively. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Back to Drake. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
And it's 3rd down.
Now Murray. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it. first down, Drake. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. And they will take a knee here. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll kick it away for the second time. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.